excited to get it and excited to show you guys what it is. I figured I would bring y'all along with me for part of my day for today's vlog. I am currently 5 days past our 6-day frozen transfer, so a little bit later on I will tell you how all of that's going, how I'm feeling. I'm currently at our local grocery store getting ready to pick up my Synthroid prescription. I'm just about out of that, so making sure that I have all the medicine on hand that I need. I'm also killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I hate drying my hair. My hair is still like half wet from my shower, so sunroof is my favorite way to dry it. So we are being productive today. If there's one thing that IVF for sure has given us, is we've already met our out-of-pocket maximum and deductible for my part of my insurance. So things like this didn't cost anything, which is nice because there are not a lot of free things that come in IVF or things that you get a 0 balance bill for, so that's always nice. But I did tell E, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, that since I've already met my out-of-pocket maximum, I might as well get everything done this year that I want to, you know, that's covered by insurance. So for example, a few weeks ago I went I've been wanting to go to the dermatologist to get something looked at. It's nothing pressing and not really a big deal at all. I didn't need to go, but I wanted to go, so I went, and it didn't cost anything. The medication they gave me didn't cost anything. It was a lotion that they gave me, so that was nice. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out before the new year, for our insurance starts in October, what else do I want to get done? I mean, thank you IVF for that, I guess, right? We're on our way back home. I'm gonna check the mail. I think I have something very exciting in there that I want to show y'all, and then I'll sit down with y'all and tell you more about how things are going and about how I'm feeling. But seriously guys, is this a good look for me? So I'm not sure if it's too early to check the mail today. Usually there's a few hours difference when the mail is delivered, but hopefully it has been delivered and what I'm expecting is in there, because I'm really excited to get it and excited to show you guys what it is. And it's too early, so we will go check again another hour or 2 and hopefully it'll be there, and then I can show you what it is. But until then, we'll go back to the house. Alright, so there was just a few things that I wanted to update y'all on, just sit down and talk through them. A few of y'all have asked if we are going to be taking any home pregnancy tests before our beta start, and that answer is no. So I'm in a few Facebook groups about people that are currently going through IVF, and really that are in the same stages as us. And I see how much they obsess over taking pregnancy tests, you know, different times of the day. They're doing it daily, watching the line progression. And I know my personality type, and I know I can be obsessive. And I know if I started that, I would be obsessive. So where I'm at mentally is I have 10 days between our transfer and our first beta that I am going to just enjoy. And I'm going to enjoy being pregnant until proven otherwise. And this is my time with my baby, and I'm just going to be happy, and I'm not going to stress about it. I'm not going to obsess over home pregnancy tests. So we are going to wait until our betas, which leads me into what I wanted to tell y'all next. We may be a little bit off the grid after we start doing our betas. We have decided that we are going to tell family and friends and y'all July 7th if this worked. So why we picked July 7th is because that's when we would have our first ultrasound to see the heartbeat of the baby if this works, and we're praying that it does. But I also don't want to, you know, I don't want to go do my betas and then text my mom or his family or my best friend or my sister, hey, I'm pregnant. You know, that's kind of lame. Like, I don't want to text or call that. I want to make, you know, telling each person special. But then the other big thing is we have our first beta next Monday, and the next Wednesday is our second beta, and you know, my HCG level will have to have doubled by Wednesday from the Monday's number. And I don't want to go Monday and get a good phone call from my doctor, hear good news about my HCG level, tell people, and I know the people in my life, my family and friends, and I know they're going to go probably nuts when they hear it. And I don't want people buying stuff, and then what if Wednesday comes, and what if something happens, and then having to tell them otherwise. My heart's already going to be broken if that is the case, and it would just be really hard for me to have to make those phone calls or tell them in person. So we've decided that we are going to get through our first 3 betas and our ultrasound, and then we will tell people, including y'all. So we hope that you'll respect that decision that we've made. I know we've made all of this so public, but now that we've gotten to this point, this is part that's going to be like the best thing that's ever happened, and hopefully we get to post the coolest video ever telling y'all the great news, or it's going to be the most heartbreaking thing. So it's going to go one way or the other, so we've just decided that's how we are going to deal with it either way. So that's that update. So probably starting next week is when we're going to kind of fall off the grid, and we'll be back shortly because July 5th is just right around the corner. We have also decided, because we know, well, we don't know, but my best friend knows the sex of the embryo that we had transferred, that if all goes well with our betas and our ultrasound on the 5th, we are going to have our gender reveal on the 9th. So that's kind of been like a heated debate in our household. I wanted to know when we got our PGS results over a month ago. I wanted to know what it was, and he did not. He wanted to wait until the end of the first trimester to make sure that everything worked. So we finally, found some common ground and decided once we made it through the betas and the ultrasound on his first day off, we would do a gender reveal. So that's our middle ground. I wanted to know before. He wanted to wait a lot longer to find out, but we're going to still be finding out really early what the sex is, but at least we can do something a little bit normal and have a gender reveal, which will also be a really cool video. So that is the plan for right now. As far as being 5 days past our 6-day transfer, the only side effects and symptoms that I've had, and I'm really trying not to overanalyze them or overthink them or decide, is that from medication or is that a pregnancy symptom? I just don't want to overthink it. Like, I just want to be happy right now. But the only side effects that I've had 2 days past our transfer, I had this really strange, like lightning bolt cramp, twinge. I don't know what you would call it. It was weird. It lasted about 30 seconds and then it was over. And then I've had like a slight cramp here or there, but it's not been constant or anything. And then after I take my PIO shots at night, about an hour, 2 hours later, I guess like killer headache that sinks in and I just have to go to bed. So 3 nights ago and 2 nights ago at like 8 o'clock, I told you, I was like, I have to go to bed, I'm sorry. So that's just something that we don't do in our house. Even though he works night shift, I always wait for him on the couch and we always go to bed together. We just don't not go to bed together. So for me to leave him downstairs and go to bed by myself was really weird, but I just had to put myself to bed. I needed a dark room. I needed to go to sleep, and then I wake up and I feel fine. And then last night after I did my PIO shot, it was about an hour and a half later that my headache started to sink in. It wasn't as bad as the 2 nights before. So I didn't even go upstairs. I just laid on the couch and slept next to him while he watched TV or did whatever he was doing. So it wasn't as bad as the 2 nights before, but I'm just probably going to attribute that to the progesterone and oil. They say a side effect of it is headaches and tiredness, and I have headaches and tiredness, and the headaches set in after I take it. So only other thing is my backside is hurting. I feel like I'm getting knots there, so I've been doing a lot of what y'all have told me, you know, massaging the areas, trying to rub out the knots. I'm probably going to start icing it before we do it to numb it. You know, the shot isn't that bad. It's just the after effects. I told E, it feels like I've worked out hardcore, you know, like my love handles, like I have worked them out hardcore, but it doesn't look like I have. Like, if it's going to feel like that, can it at least look nice? Really? Like, could you at least give me that much? Those are our newest updates. Thank y'all so much for following along, and I'm sure I will see you before we kind of fall off the map. I'll give you another update before we do that. So we will see you soon. All right, so I'm epically disappointed. I have the tracking status of my package, and they said it was out for delivery this morning, but then it wasn't there, so I went to the post office, and the guy didn't seem very confident about knowing where it was. He said, it's out for delivery again. I was like, they already brought the mail. He said, no, it's out back for delivery. I was like, are you sure? Because I really want this package today. And he's like, yeah, I'm sure. So I left. It's not here today. So I will keep y'all in suspense for one more day and post a vlog tomorrow opening it. Hopefully it's there tomorrow. So that's it. Bye, guys.